Hey.
Jesus.
Morning.
How are you here?
Yeah, fast forwarded time, you know, we figured it out. V, you taste like old lady.
Ah.
Gonna hop in the shower. Me too.
I know which one.
Hello, Night City. Drag your asses out of your sand sack and turn to face the sky. Today,
You lost all your
today
money.
only, you might catch a glimpse of the Crystal Palace, that big-ass space station in which you mere mortals will never set foot. Now, they say the Crystal Palace has the most expensive casinos, the most beautiful women, and some damn breathtaking views, but that's what they say about Night City. Heaven on earth, heaven and women.
They picked this
What's
apartment.
to stop eating dirt sniffers like us. One thing though, better find yourselves a nice high hill to go palace
Wait.
gazing. Yep, sorry you denizens of Night City's lower
No,
reaches.
wait, this is not.
Life has screwed you over yet again.
My apartment.
But for all you sitting in the gutter looking up at the smog, here's someone you ain't heard in a while. Johnny Silverhand. Here's to you, you old bastard, wherever you are.
I'm gonna throw some fucking samurai on. Despite everything, it's still you.
Oh, word? Is the apartment that David had in Edge Running?
Oh! The upper layer. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, this I actually do remember. They're upstairs looking down from the mezzanine at one point when they go into when they do the moon trip.
Oh, the moon trip.
Yeah, it had yeah, okay. So that was done, or rather, I mean, this was done first, and then Edge Runners afterwards, picking that specific location. That's the only thing, is just like how many things were. Most things are that were like Edge Runners is like they picked it
What is it?
Uh-oh.
from the game first. Oh, okay. I was like, YouTube? Okay, we chill.
Okay. You need me, I'll be in the kitchen.
Damn. That's
What?
hot.
Oh, she must stink so bad, dude. Dude, oh my god, that's disgusting.
Is Judy ruined for you?
Oh man, it was already getting bad, but this is...
Getting bad?
Oh my god. Dude, yeah, let me take a shower. Alright, I'm wet, I'm out of here.
All right, look, you're not wrong,
Dude,
but I know a lot of hot girls.
there was
that-
no loofah, no towel, no soap, no nothing.
Some of the most attractive people I know are also the most disgusting.
Oh, that fucking...
Where's the lie? Come on. Think about the state of the room. We talked about this. You walk in and you look around and go, oh my god, right?
Yeah.
How many of them? You know, it's like, don't worry, the validation is coming in externally. You know?
Yeah, I've had some stanky panties
Oh yeah.
drawn off and...
You know.
Wow. Jesus.
Some people would love to get in that stank. You know, that's the problem with being hot, Reggie. You can get away with it.
That's terrible. Please. Don't go for hot people. Go for A tier. Alright? Don't go for S tier. That shit is not right.
Local hot, not universal hot.
Yes, local moms in your area.
Local hot.
Not
Local hot.
Instagram baddie.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Who knows what the fuck is going on over there? I mean, look. Maybe she's just popping in and out, and then she'll properly take one when. Maybe it was just to be sexy,
Yeah,
and then she's gonna take her proper one later.
I hope so.
Right? Because sexy showers are not the same
Oh, okay, yeah.
as cleaning showers.
You get like one real shower a week and two like fast showers just with the water.
Again, a sexy hey there is not the same as a proper, like, all right, look, I'm getting the razor, I'm getting my fucking loofah, get out of here.
That's fair.
This is going to take a while.
Yeah.
All right? I think there's a difference, and I think, maybe she's just like, yeah. Benefit of the doubt.
Get dressed. Optional.
Bosla Lesmier. Why so many candles? Why so many candles, these faces above me? No more harm shall ever meet my body. Everyone is standing, while here alone I lie, grieving, feigning. One must be true when one must die. And so buried under these wreaths of leaves I lie, solemnly, agelessly, solitarily. Death, gone silent, once again rushes to my head, though by now I know all comprehension is dead. How I loathe to become accustomed to this grave. To be what I once was, that is all I crave. Translated by Stefano Salsiaccia.
Oh, are those Nah, they're not.
Iambic
all 12.
pentameter.
They're not all 12.
You counting for?
I was counting.
Fuck iambic pentameter.
Some of them were, but I was like, okay.
You can throw that on the grave right next to "Here lies the nuclear terrorist that saved my life." K-cups?
All right, V. What's wrong? Feeling worse?
In the future, K-cups are the only way to make coffee. It is what it is.
It's in the food zone.
Am I?
I think you know what's wrong. I'm dying, Judy. Rather not talk about it just now.
It's on Makoshi, isn't it? Saw your new meds in the bathroom.
It's getting worse, right?
Well, this is the part where I go, can I still call Reed?
Don't worry, it'll all work out soon.
So, hey, so it didn't work out on my end. What's going on with you?
Or
No, we know what we walked
I
into.
can see the wall you've put up. You're not letting me past.
How so mean?
Sometimes I get the feeling you wouldn't even notice if I just up and disappeared. Anyway, I'll be outside. Maybe I'll catch a glimpse of the Crystal Palace.
Even her hair looks dirty.
Okay, now hey, don't talk about my girl that way. Motherfucker, yo.
Yeah.
You could have your own alt reality with fucking River.
That's fine. That's
all
fine.
right.
Okay.
Don't talk about my fucking Judy like that. Shit, there's a limit. All right. Now you're being disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. I admit it. I take it back. All right. I messed up. Yes, that's your girl. I'll side with you and your girl. That's how it is, right?
Chilling with the homies and then you cross the line too far. Like, oh, that's some nasty shit. Hey, yo, hold on a minute. That's my wife, man. Yo, what the fuck? I know you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I'm out of bounds. Okay, all right.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
My bad. Yeah.
You know? Guess you could mistake it for Venus. V? I think I messed up. We're not talking about the Crystal Palace anymore, are we?
Fell in love with a dead
Weird
girl.
as hell, but I think I might have just realized I never felt right here. Used to think I actually liked being one atom among many. anonymous, and safe.
But it was an illusion.
I look at this city and feel...
Like a lost Adam?
sometimes. But mostly... I feel alone.
But you've got me.
Yeah, I know. For a little while longer. You know, I used to keep time in phases, from one juncture to another. The mega building hole in the wall phase, then the group home, the gang, the Mox phase. Each and every time, I thought I'd found a home. And each and every time, I came away disappointed.
What would you call this phase?
What I wanted to talk to you about, actually. Listen, V. I gotta get out of here. Ditch Night City, find something better, something more solid. You understand?
Is this one of those fight for me moments? Or is this one of those set them free and see what happens if you set them free and they come back?
Well, you know, relationships happen.
I'm gonna try the selfish option and see what happens.
I don't want you to disappear.
No!
Not now, I need you.
Don't leave me!
You've found your place.
You've got months, dude.
City. Look at yourself.
You're allowed to feel like that.
A legend. Let me find out who I am. Find my truth. I mean, you know, it's so fucking hard to say, especially to you.
Thanks, Judy,
I killed Adam
It's telling me.
Smasher.
for everything.
Whatever you're planning now. There any way I can help?
Just ride it out till the fucking wheels fall
It's
off at
something
the
I
very
gotta do on
least.
my own.
Yeah, why you gotta sabotage this?
So you're taking it.
It's because it's gonna hurt more
Good job.
with more time in.
Ugh.
I wonder how this conversation goes when you fucking go kissless virgin mode.
I wish it was different between us.
Me too.
But it's gotta happen now. While I still have time, while I still have something to do.
You'll always have something to do. There'll always be the next thing, next challenge.
You just wake up and stare at your
Till the bitter
apartment.
end.
Okay.
Yeah, the next thing.
Next episode. Uber's coming.
Oh, a bit of warmth.
That's cold as fuck to be like, nah. Next. Thank you, next.
Better get going.
I know. Take care of yourself, V. Come back in one piece.
Can
You
we
take
just
care
hit that
too.
Garden State ending? Can we just hit that like, no, this is stupid. Fuck it.
Watch out for yourself.
Why are you
out
walking
there, V.
away? Let's just chill and enjoy each other's time while we have it. Why we gotta be dramatic?
You know how it is. It is with these
If I leave now, it's gonna hurt less than if I leave later.
relationships.
Man. Fuck.
Damn. Yep. Good stuff.
Bad for them. Bad for them.
Move in fast, move out fast. Wow, you got your whole kit here.
You certainly do.
Judy, won't you reconsider?
I know it's not the vibe, but there's definitely a part of this that like I feel that sort of your protagonist must always be single. That James Bond can't really get into a long-term relationship feeling. I hate that in stories when you're like, oh, you're not gonna actually, you know. But here we be.
Pathfinder, half a century of silence. When in the summer of 2020, NASA's Pathfinder mission set off for Jupiter, it was the buzz of every radio station, TV media outlet, and scream sheet. Stills of the crew were plastered on every type of commemorative merchandise imaginable. Mugs, shirts, plates, bobbleheads, bumper stickers. The list goes on. But just a week later, the steady stream of information dried to a trickle. A month later, the world had all forgotten about them. 3 years later, and 2 years before their planned entry into Jupiter's orbit, a conflict known as the Fourth Corporate War broke out. Cape Canaveral was one of the first strategic sites razed to the ground, NASA's Mission Control Center along with it. Pathfinder, in the vast reaches of space, had been cut off. When the opposing sides finally signed a truce 3 years later, Militech set its sights on re-establishing contact with the Pathfinder crew, but to no avail. Pathfinder's signal, it seemed, had been swallowed by the void of the Big Black. To this day, it remains unknown whether the Pathfinder mission was a success. If the crew ever did reach Jupiter and its moons, we have received no word, no data, not a single lead to follow. Maybe they never stood a chance. Maybe, after half a century of silence, they simply have nothing to say to us.
God. Talk about a fucking monkey's paw timeline. The coolness of the space race from the past has finally come back again, except now it's being raced by fucking billionaire dorks.
Oh no.
Private.
Oh no. Shit.
The worst way for space to come back.
Oh man. Cool rocket test. Oh man. Already read?
You know, there's people, there's definitely the take that's like, hey, we got enough bullshit going on down here to deal, you know, like, we don't need to deal with that. But I'm like, nah, space is cool. I say fuck that take. I hate that. That bugs me. Doesn't mean we can't have cool space. But what a lame way to do it. The European Council, Space Council, escape.
This was marked as already read, but I guess you can go over it again.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know if it's already read or already open type of thing, you know. Old Perales, oh yeah, he was a good one.
Take this down.
Wizzy Wizzy. Nope.
Oh Jesus, I'm a mess. Ugh. No, I have to look like this.
What the fuck are you wearing?
I don't know. What is happening? These are my expensive leggings.
Even V is like, oh, what the hell?
Terrible fit. Give me my shit back.
All right, Judy.
Ugh.
Gonna go find myself another lesbian.
Broke up lesbian drip is what I'm wearing.
I can see that.
Yeah. Immediately gone to shit. Look at me because of you, God damn it.
Look what you did to me.
Look what I'm wearing. Oh. The ugliest pajamas. Tiger stripes? Really? Damn. You're breaking up with me? In that outfit?
I'm gonna have to remember that forever now.
The most toxic Yuri you can imagine.
Hello. Thank you for choosing the Delamane service. Where shall we fly today?
Wait, my legs don't work too good.
If I can just get up to the step, actually. Let's start there, Delamane.
What?
Let's start there. Nope. Okay. See, because you can't jump in this mode either.
No, you can't jump.
Therefore,
you got no skills.
Therefore, an ankle-high obstacle has defeated us. Atom Smasher could not. Oh, yeah, like you wouldn't design this to be... right, fucking...
Hang on. Need a minute.
Of course.
Ah, I can't play my stereo! I can't hold the boombox up!
Pump on shit! Pump on shit!
Pump on shit! Pump on shit! Pump on shit!
She just looks at you. She's like, I can't let you go. Run down the stairs.
Pump sensitive! Come on down here! Judy! I'm not leaving without you! I can't even fucking gang.
Oh boy! Okay, at least you can swim. I got really scared.
I can't even... Yes! I wanted to blast some gang, you know? Water's warm!
Oh god.
Let me just BoJack Horseman. Don't mind me. Alright. I just wanted to play. I wanted to play my stereo for her.
The afterlife. Head over there.
As you wish. We will be traveling along restricted air corridors. No delays anticipated.
Preem.
If I may deign, you look frightfully fatigued. Was it a difficult night?
That's a nice way to say she looks like shit.
I'm truly sorry to hear that. The Delamain network is pleased to offer complimentary services that may just be the ideal remedy.
Including fashion services, ma'am.
What's more,
Emergency fashion services.
that Delamain has joined forces with Trauma Team.
What?
With our limited time only Safe Travels package, you have a full range of medical services available to you at your fingertips.
Oh.
That's any medical aid.
This is fucking palliative care, dude.
I'm afraid I don't understand. You've practically unlimited resources at your disposal. I'm certain we can find an appropriate solution.
Don't worry about it, Del.
As you wish.
What's going on with Arasaka? Now's the stitch in the city.
Here's an item that might interest you. The Arasaka crisis continues. The corporation still teeters. Aggregated media mentions indicate a positively mammoth stain on the corporation's image, as well as financial and political defeat.
Ooh.
Secure Your Soul was to be a smashing success for Arasaka. It turned into a horrific curse. They lost all resources related to the program.
Promised the rich immortality. Sold him on it. Actually collected engrams and knowledge. Bid for control. For power, I say.
Precisely. In any event, it will be some time before Arasaka successfully reorganizes. It seems you, the afterlife, are safe. For now.
Anyone that preemptively plugged themselves in. Fucking cooked.
Do you own the afterlife?
Was it transferred to you? I don't know. They didn't say who.
Yeah, we didn't know who, but yeah, now I'm wondering with what he did.
And not her son? Once again, fucked up.
Thank you for choosing the Delamain service. Have a nice day. Thank you for choosing the Delamain service.
If Rogue Boy shows up and punches me, I'm like, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also, it's not my Delamain.
Bye.
Hey, you there. Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you getting what you want out of life? Let me guess. Food from a tube, rusty water.
Of course.
Tap, another murder outside your bedroom window. But what if you could leave all that behind? Far, far behind when you begin your journey
to the final frontier. Send the word SPACE to 7299 for a chance to win a 1-week getaway for 2 at the Crystal Palace. 10 casinos, 5 pools, top-end brain dance equipment, and the best chefs in the universe. If you're looking for a taste of paradise, don't wait a microsecond longer. Send SPACE to
I love that I'm staring at a trash bag while this is on. That's great.
The Crystal Palace. Feel alive in the dead of space.
That is a safe area.
This trash bag? It sure is.
Yep. Comfy.
Boss.
Called you boss.
I see. I'm gonna spend some time with my trash bag.
Yeah.
This right here. This is the real like existential moment. I call it newly single.
Yep.
Hey, we good?
Perfect. Your box is ready and waiting.
Thank you, Amber.
Does that mean that I also become a fixer?
Maybe.
Do I inherit all the clients?
Get you something?
My usual.
Sure thing. People can tell something's up. Won't be able to keep it under wraps much longer.
Won't have to. Takeoff's today.
Today?
Is that a problem?
No. Just... in that case, you're gonna need something special. Rogue had this little ritual. Before any big op, she'd knock back a shot of tequila. Silverhand's preferred. Asked her once if it was for luck or whatever. Know what she said? Said it was about remembering. Said that remembering Johnny that way helped her focus on what was important.
Damn.
Anyways, afterlife tradition. Gonna mix you up one of our specials. Just tell me who we're drinking to.
So she went on to live her life. She fell in love. She had kids. Never forgot about Johnny. He waltzed back in and said, "Come on
So,
back with me.
what did hit
Let's go
spot about
fucking
now?"
blow the fuck up." And she's like, "Yeah, I guess."
One last time.
What about my drink? Let's raise a glass to me. I need it.
Want the afterlife to make a drink in your name, you gotta die first. You know the rules.
Oh, but I did die, Claire.
Okay. Okay, I'll mix you something.
There we go.
Not wrong.
There's not enough bottles to drink to
Good
all
luck,
the
V.
dead. Let's just simplify it. Just straight, huh? Was it?
Yep.
Is that what a V is? Straight vodka? No chaser.
Talking from 15 meters away.
That's a weird distance to...
Wait, what? Oh, there he is. I was like, that's not Wayland.
Can't believe he made it.
You all right?
For the whole fight, too.
Put you back together beautifully. Brand shiny new Wayland.
Yeah, somehow. Anyway, I had enough of sitting on my ass in the clinic. Feel much better here.
Where you could tell everyone about your Sokka Tower heroics.
You know it.
Oh, his
What
price
you
has
plan
just
to do today,
quadrupled.
V? I mean, respect. Nothing else will ever come close. Take good care of yourself. And good luck.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah, like, me being the fucking crazy, juiced up character I am is one thing, but any other merc or human in that room was at Smasher, you'd expect is fucking cooked.
V, I've long awaited this moment to look the latest afterlife legend in the eye.
Tim?
I must say, I'm moved.
Happy not to disappoint.
Ladies first.
My ugly ass fit is really bothering me, dude.
Talk to me.
That's mean, eh?
Well, V, Mikoshi was quite the punch.
Like, you know they judge you whenever they look at you.
Judge away. The shades stay on.
You TKO'd Arasaka, in fact. Brought you eddies, influence around town. But not just that. It meant positive paralysis of Arasaka systems. A few additional hatches opened up, my people rushed in, grabbed what they could.
So it's all systems go for the op.
I have confirmed the intel leaking out of Arasaka. The casino is currently testing a new security system. And it's true. They will be shutting it down briefly today. I believe you'll know how to use that moment.
Why do you have such aura?
Won't be disappointed. Pick the best merc around for the job.
So I've heard. But I'd like it proved to me as well. Speaking of which, nobody's ever pulled off a stunt like this. Where I'm from, they'd say it's straight impossible. They'd say you're taking too big a risk. Poetically speaking, flying towards the sun to burn up.
Guess that's why you hired me.
You know why I hired you? Because you'd do anything at all for even the faintest chance at survival. Even if it meant coming to within a hair's breadth of your untimely death.
This time tomorrow should have the casino's client data. All of it. Don't forget your side of the bargain.
Oh, I never forget a promise. Good luck.
Always gotta go to space. Of course we wind up here. Oh boy. Lagrange point.
Right. In position.
Perfect. Almost to the second. My turn. Satellites are down for now. Just got the signal.
Okay, now that
Signature
ending makes a little
cloaking
more sense.
activated. Remember, got one shot and one shot only.
Tell me something I don't know.
Soon as it starts, there'll be no backing down.
Walk out
chance of
without your
distraction.
helmet.
No chance of survival if anyone notices.
Excellent.
But if this works, you'll gain more than you ever imagined.
Times when I had something to gain are long gone. No. Now I got nothing to lose.
That's kind of grim. Then again, who am I to judge?
I could see her still talking to Johnny, even though he's not around. Your mission is to fly behind another astronaut, shoot him in the back of the head after he looks at the Earth and goes, "It's all Manitoba?"
Always was.
But you have to say the line, V, most importantly.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
Good luck. See you down bottom.
Over and out.
Actual space.
Actual space. Damn. Still look good. Even in space. That's where we're at. Okay.
Beautiful.
I'm like, cyber tech on the ground is one thing, but the level of sophistication in orbit says a lot more about where we're at as a species. V died in space.
Shit.
Cool.
Hey, V.
Hey,
What's
there
up,
we go.
kid? Been a while since you came to see old Vic. I'll bet your tunes if the afterlife found you a new major league ripper, huh? Them swanky downtown.
Look at this pre-rendered ass fucking
Am I right?
super detailed version.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it, kid. Get all you can out of this life. You deserve it. More than anyone I know. But stop by sometime, okay? Next time you're in the neighborhood, we'll talk about old times and I'll take a look at you. Make sure that the new ripper of yours didn't screw anything up. See you around, V.
Thanks, Vic. We can watch Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson 3 together.
Oh God.
I'm calling to say goodbye. I finally decided to up and leave this city for good. Realize this place only gives you two choices. You either become an asshole, or eventually you get off by one.
Not wrong.
I hope you somehow find an alternative. Just a shame things had to end this way.
Going with her was never a choice.
Have a nice life.
Which sucks.
Damn.
Oh God, it's not rendered. It's super in-game.
Pleasant as usual. My cooler melted, it's 90 degrees in the shade, and
Like
there's
that hair
sandstones
shaking?
heading straight for us. So yeah, you're missing out. No, but seriously, we're doing all right. Saul and I somehow get along, for better or for worse. But still, family's always growing.
Family,
work's always
family,
piling up.
family.
But better to keep busy, right? And to think if it wasn't for you, I'd still be stumbling my way through Night City. So I just want to say thank you. For all you've done for me. I'd still be lost if you hadn't set me on the right track.
Leave the city
Alright,
with Judy
well.
should be an ending.
Talk soon, V. Don't be a stranger.
Especially for not actually fixing the problem.
Hello, V.
What?
Saul speaking.
How'd you get my number?
Something big happening in Night City with a
The fuck?
certain V in the lead role. Don't know what you plan to do now, but just remember, we always take care of our own.
Ah.
And you're one of us now, V. You're an Alda Caldo. Remember that.
But this fucking K?
Take care of yourself, V.
Fucking
See you
who?
around.
Hey, he let you into the family, okay?
Oh my God, it's Mitch. These are my friends. These are my closest relationships.
Okay, well, all of us have been wondering when you're finally going to drop by.
Really?
Get a barbecue going. Knock a few back.
Look at
Do a
this
couple of
big
races,
Aldecaldo over
or pay
here.
a friendly visit to the Raven Shiv. Guess what I'm trying to say is, well, Badlands could use a badass like you, V. Don't know what you got on your plate right now, but remember, you're welcome out here anytime. All right, now, take care.
Yeah, you know, I'd expect Mitch a little later in the list of priorities. You know?
The whole family one after the other. You know?
Yeah, right.
I can get through to data term customer service faster than you. What did I even... Oh, yeah. You know that Us Cracks agent called me? And asked if I would go on tour with them. At first, I was like, over my dead fucking body. But then I thought, hey, wait. I could actually be fun. So, who knows? Well, there's the latest gossip for you, if you care. Call me back when you can, okay? Bye!
Bye, Carrie. You're cool. Good little idiot.
Hey. So, here's the thing.
Hello.
A couple fellas
What
from
up,
the 5th
cuz?
precinct busted a shop selling illegal iron. Sawed-offs, stun guns, mustard gas canisters. Orders from on up were to blow it all to the ground. But then I thought, maybe there's a better way to use all this stuff. For a good
Can't wait for
cause.
Reed to call.
I still remember what you did for us.
Will he even call?
For me and Randy.
I mean, if we don't get Takamura in here, what are we doing? He just kind of disappeared out of the story after that mission.
At least he's alive.
We got to Harako, and then that's it. Thank you.
They wrote Jisei, a death poem. It contained their final thoughts about life, about death.
Did you write one?
I have read many of them.
I like that he put the camera further back.
Some are truly works of beauty. Yet I am not a samurai, so I bid you farewell with simple words. Rot in hell, Kusama.
Damn.
V, it's Peralez. V, you're gonna want to hear this. But first, you need to go somewhere no one's listening. Okay, so my wife, Elizabeth, she's in on the whole thing. She keeps saying I should look after myself. Tells me to take these pills.
Oh my god.
Says they're vitamins. Got them analyzed at a lab. And they look okay. But how am I supposed to know if somebody didn't falsify the
I'm
results?
surprised to hear from him.
I am surprised too.
But he sounds broken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and don't forget.
I guess I was hoping Takamura would be like, I get it. But, you know, honor, etc.
Hey, V. Listen, I was just thinking about you, so I laid out a quick tarot. I know the reading's not as strong without you here, but we haven't seen each other for so long, and well, one thing led to another. Know what I drew? Strength, the Emperor, and the world. Babe, the world's gonna hear.
Those are some strong stands,
Go
Misty.
and show Night City what you're made of.
Without doing your side mission on Taro. Got it. I think they look so good because there's no... Hey, there we go.
I can't understand it. You were so damn close. One hollow and you'd have lived. Gratitude's one thing the NUSA is good at. Yet you preferred to give up, await death, for no good reason I can see. In the name of what, V?
Damn. For what?
Wow.
For what? Response? Answer? Yeah.
Wow, okay.
For ideas. For the spirit of it. For rock and roll. You know?
Yeah, for the spirit of rock and roll? Yeah, okay.
I get it. If he's like, okay, but you're dead now. You know? We let him down.
Oh my god. Kayane is in there.
Oh yeah? Where? Oh yeah,
top.
there she is.
That's
Nice.
so random. Okay.
Shout outs Kayane. Shout out Chun-Li. Shout out Soul Calibur. France.
Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Wow, he just flew off into space. Not even sure if
Jesse
you hit your
Cox,
target.
all the cameos. Yeah, man. I forgot what I was saying right before Reed called in. Shit. Anyway, it's gone. That's I was gonna say it was ambiguous at first, but based on these credits, I'm like, no. I think it's like, yeah, V chose her choice, and that was that. There's no magic secret fix after that, you know.
And no reason to feel bad, right?
Mm-hmm. I saw there. Some of y'all were saying there is a way to leave the city with Judy. I'm curious where my choice was branched off of that.
Where did you go wrong?
Is it by saying let her go? Or should I have said let her go and then she would have said come with me?
Nomad ending.
Ah.
You call Pan Am. Damn.
Gotcha.
That would have never happened.
No. Like, the idea that whoever's coming with me is getting killed is like, that bugs me, you know? For sure. That's the part that I'm yeah. So Pan Am would have to die for me to leave with Judy, probably. You know?
That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not necessarily? Oh, okay.
Saul dies.
Okay, well, I made decisions based on what I knew. I think, like, the move, like the real fucking rocker boy move is to, like, get the help setting up the crash land in or so, and then do that thing where you, like, lock them out from falling into the gates of hell with you know? And they go, God damn it, Johnny, no! Not on your own.
Armageddon style.
And then you just don't let the... Exact Armageddon style. Yeah. You hit him with the Bruce Willis.
That's
what I wanted. I wanted to hit him with the Bruce Willis. Straight up.
That would have been a great moment.
I'm that's what I wanted to choose, you know? I wish I had a clean way to do that. Based on the lines I saw. Mm-hmm.
Man.
Running solo is also an option, but you have to know how to get there. Right? It's hidden? Right. So okay. There's a hidden road to get what I wanted. So, alright.
There must be a lot of different path endings, I guess, right?
So how do you do that? Do you, like, say, call Reed and then don't actually call him? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is there you say one thing to get out of that conversation? Because, like, there's those 4 picks that sounded like you lock into them immediately. Sit for 5 minutes.
In which location?
In that stare at the city moment. I was, I was thinking about sitting, but I wouldn't have sat for 5. I would have sat for, like, 1, I think.
Yeah, 5 minutes is a lot.
That's a long time.
On the balcony, damn.
And that's 5 minutes of fucking YouTube streamer Twitch time.
That's never gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen organically. No. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you'd have to force that one out in this context for sure.
And they're working on a different game set in the same universe right now.
CD Projekt is probably working on the new Witcher game. Okay. And then there's a sequel Cyberpunk game coming out.
Yeah, they announced that, right?
Different universe though?
No, not different universe, but is it like the same timeline? Is it like...
Well, Cyberpunk is a pen and paper game that then got adapted into this video game. And then Edge Runners is also a spin-off. So then there's a sequel game.
Okay, it's got a direct sequel.
Well, direct sequel doesn't have to mean you're playing as V doing the same things. It could just be something taking place in Night City as a different character.
Yeah, same universe.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, the world, continues as a product. Who we play as and who we hang out with and what happens.
Different people.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
that's what I meant to say in my...
Not alternate universe, per se, but just, you know.
Wow.
You could change locations. You could change... You know, you could do a lot. And yeah, the original pen and paper game was, you make a random character and, go through that world, right? So this is a world that, like, if it's, you could do anything with a setting, because it's the setting first, character second.
Keanu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think.
Placide.
Yeah.
Was also helping with the translation services.
Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, even like Takamura, who's a pretty, like, you're in the end, you're like, oh yeah, you're a solid guy, right? He's a fun S-Link. You're like, but at the end of the day, slave to the Corpo, and that beginning mission of trying to fucking kill you, was all like, so you just kind of go like, all right, do you want to go with the good vibes of Takamura, and then all the way through like slave to Corpo to make him happy? Do you want to go like that? Like every single follow through is messy and shitty and has a part of it that's like nothing's clean.
Nothing. You pay something, there'll be a tax.
Can't feel good about it.
Yeah.
And when you're being put under the fucking interrogation light and going, why did you pick what you picked? It's like,
hey, at the time that this is how it went.
Least amount of casualties, probably.
Tried your best.
If Johnny's second round involved like double nuking, I think that would have gone differently. So.
We'll do it right this time.
Yeah. It is interesting seeing Takamura as like the still loyal to the master.
Yeah.
Under the worst circumstances.
Arasaka forever.
No matter what. Because he's like, he is sworn in, right? That's a samurai way. If you're taking the path of Ronin.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
good or bad,
with no master. He's following it through. He's consistent with it, And you get to enjoy a interesting relationship of a dude outside of time as a result of it. But that's a human in the middle of a, like, the framework of being in the corp is the basis of his personality, right? Having a master to serve and doing it diligently is what brings him inner peace.
Don't question things. Just do what you have to do.
So that's his duty, and like within that framework for who he is, that's fine. You can shit on it because the corps are super evil in this world, but for the individual, I think that's the part of it that is most interesting about it. And yeah, anyway.
And Hanako lost.
Yeah, if you went with her, I don't know how she would have fucked you over, but she certainly would have. I'm sure it would have been
100%.
as simple as thanks for giving me the throne. I think that's as clear as day. But it's that. Yeah, and I think the story of the soldier where like the king is fucked, but the soldier is a good person or loyal or whatever the case is, and does the duty, and like you can't really escape that framework, But yeah, I was gonna say that the Johnny part of this, that like they do push, seems to be like the idea is he's like, yeah, V changed him, and he changed V. So the worst parts of their personalities get smoothed over by, well, maybe not his influence on her. Maybe if you're going with like the corpo, like super greedy type of character, you could see that being like, no, have a little bit of sympathy and fight for the little man.
Now she fucking smokes.
Yeah. But it always comes down to the casualties, I suppose, right?
Bad habits.
Yeah. As a game, I think it's incredibly ambitious, and I think it lived up to most of what it aimed for. Technical foibles are ever present. This version of the game, playable, is still hilarious and goofy with all these bugs. but the ability to walk around the living, breathing cyberpunk city and get that feeling from every corner of every second that you look at is pretty dope.
And you get all these interactions with like the different fixers and different personalities. Get attached to it, spend a lot of time with them.
Yes. And open world games have a problem in that, like, once you get used to once you see the bones, you just see like, oh, you populated a city with a bunch of generic like behaviors that are repeatable and you know, and so you kind of like turn off the open worldness in your brain after a while, because you're like, oh, it's a base, oh, it's a fucking it's a Ubisoft tower, it's a follow mission. You kind of just stop seeing it for like being what it is. But the fact that a bunch of people were always having interesting, unique conversations as you walked around,
that's the best.
I found pretty cool, especially if there are conversations based on like the area that you're standing in. I was like, wow, that's how much are you how much are you not seeing is always the impressive feeling of that, you know? So that part's really cool. When it comes to your actual, again, your abilities and the way the game flows as a, you know, as the combat.
So creative. I thought that like just the hacking part when you started messing with it. And seeing, oh, you can combo this and that and that, and then
that's, and like I could see that, like, yeah, the net running build can go into depth a lot of different ways. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. I wish you had more than 3 major classes. Right, that feels shallow to me.
They had a lot of issues with bugs, so maybe they were like, let's narrow it down.
And like while Larian Baldur's Gate 3's insane amount of choices for how to play in classes is too much to imagine for a world like this. You know, more than 3 would have been like a good feeling, even if each of those didn't go as deep down the well, you know? Because each one of those paths did go down pretty far, but there's a lot of cut content is what I'm seeing. Yeah, makes sense, you know? I don't know enough about the original setting to know what classes didn't make it in, for example.
Right.
But think about your classic, you know, D&D party. How many different groups is that, right? How many different classes is that?
That's a lot of classes.
So you got a couple. You got quite a couple of basic, even in your most beginning version. You know, mages, fighters, rangers, thieves, and you know, there's a lot of things that you can kind of approach in that. And I think
you're saying all that, and I'm like, I hope the next one hits the mark on those aspects.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool. Not, you know, you can be a, you know, big brute that stealths in this game. You know, you can be a mage and stuff, but like I would love to see more OS types that like really allow you to, you know, yeah, I don't know, maybe net running as a thing, you know, like not just being a like hacking into as you sneak around, but like jumping into the tub and doing stuff that way, you know, like full on internet outside bit. Or I don't know. I can't workshop it right now. I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, you need to sit down and,
you know. But that's kind of the part that I think in the end is what's, I'd say, the most lacking feeling. And it was, and because I thought it was deeper, that was that initial like, oh my god, this game is so big kind of feeling in the beginning. You know, playing off screen, it just kind of like, pared all down into like those 3 major categories. So we'll see how that goes.
I felt like, you know, going around picking up a lot of things. I feel like it was overwhelming at times. You know, like just you kill people and then you go around and you loot and it's like, oh, a lot of things. What is this? What's good? What's good?
Oh yeah, the junk picking up the junk retrieval. I would completely make that different. I don't know. I would overhaul that in a way that was
even
like
the UI.
If you want to go in and find particular weapons, you can, but there should be a way to just like, Battlefield cache or simplify that process. You know, like if I want to just deal with this gun, or maybe you just customize parts or something. But it's a whole loot tables is a whole thing in games that, to be fair, I don't really like, and it's not for me. So now we're getting into stuff where things that people like in other games are being used here that I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. You know, I don't enjoy seeing the same gun, but it's purple. Like, you know, that I don't like that. I want the gun, and that's the
I
thing.
want the gun to have a personality and be distinct from the others.
Yeah. So, that's a part that's always a downside, but that's a larger, like, video game downside than it is a specific Cyberpunk choice in a way, you know. But yeah, no. Otherwise, I think fucking amazing job. The gangs all had tons of personality.
Yeah, all different.
They're all very different to them, and like the
fuck. How do you like them VDBs?
VDBs, you know? Man, what a fun thing. Neither of us knew that there was this cool like tech Haiti going on. That's super rad, you know. And I'd love like other like pick a culture, pick a specific part of a particular culture, and like grind that into the cyberpunk tech world and show me what you get. Monks, awesome, right? Like that. Like find other things like that and like clash it into this setting is always a fun thing, you know. I wish there was more of that. We got to see a little bit of like kind of Latino culture,
with
a little
Latinos
bit
and everything,
you know. We've got Japanese, obviously, you know, but yeah, I would take that even further. I'd go international. I'd go everywhere, you know. We had some the 6th Street people, like the hillbillies and the hicks and stuff. What is a cyberpunk native community doing? What are y'all up to? You know, show me what's going on in the Pacific Islands.
Told him with ads.
You know, I'm super curious, right? Yeah, what's a cyber Viking chilling? What does a cyber Viking look like? You know, is it the techno Viking that did the dance and does the point in that meme from a million years ago? What's he up to? Scanning was always a fun part of the game too. I definitely love that's a big part of what feels like it is walking around the world and getting AR, you know?
Super impressive the amount of things you can scan.
Yeah.
Like every like single person, every single character, every single item. Oh man, that must have been so hard localization wise. So freaking hard.
I think it's not a mystery why this game took so long to fucking fix and build and get better, but and that it's still not fixed. Yeah.
I imagine like I can't imagine how it was on release.
You can go watch Twitter videos. Dog shit is the answer.
Clips of things being jank and
cops flying out of cars. You fall through the world. Combat doesn't work. Fucking street like this
must have been so stressful.
So much didn't work. It was such a mess, dude. It was crazy. You know, we were covering it on the podcast for a while, and it looked brutal. And if you saw the bones of this kind of these characters and this world and this setting, you know, while it was a mess to play, that would feel super bad. You know, it sucks to like see, the potential and not have it lived up to, you know. So, yeah, for a while, the best way to play Cyberpunk 1.0 was on Stadia.
That's a wild thing to say.
God damn, dude.
To say.
Woo! Thank you for playing. Congrats, you've completed the main storyline of Cyberpunk 2077, but remember that Night City never sleeps. There's still so much to see and do. So many more ways to get fucked over. The city hasn't won enough yet.
It wants more, it wants to run back.
Get back in there, drop trowel, and prepare for Night City to do what it does. You can continue from your last open world checkpoint, where you'll have a special reward waiting for you. Would you like to keep playing? Sure. Just one more gig.
Don't crash. Okay.
That little blip.
I was like, hey, what are you doing?
That little blip.
What's the gift?
Geralt's sword.
Something really out.
What?
Here's your reward. Congrats, you've completed the main storyline of Cyberpunk 2077. You get a shovel hammer.
I picked up the shovel inside the mission.
Caretaker's spade.
Blunt weapon. Legendary. Pride.
That's when you give it to us?
Rogue's gun is pride. The other gun was prejudice. See? Pride is a spoiler on the description.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I thought it was suspicious how no one was answering that.
That's good.
When we were like, yeah, pride, huh? That sounds like another gun.
That's good.
They're like, ah! Yeah. Okay.
Good job. Good job for once.
Happy Prejudice Month.
Trans wrath.
So, Rogue's pride and joy after neutralizing an enemy with the Prejudice power assault. Pride will not consume ammo for a short time. The first shot is a guaranteed crit hit. Ooh. When you're at high health, headshots deal increased headshot damage against elite enemies. This game doesn't feature dual wielding guns, does it? At like one of the highest perks? Is there anything like that? Where you can run around with two?
There's no dual wield? Damn.
No, eh? Okay.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Imagine classing into a fucking gunner that was just like, brrr, DACA, right? And that's all you do.
I can't DACA with two hands?
No. You know?
Damn.
That would be fun. Or even pistol in one hand, sword in the other. For some fun. Funsies.
Block with the sword.
Yeah, dude. Right? Class bait, you know?
Shoot, slice the bullet. Like
that, okay, that on its own
style
would almost address what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That would address because the thing I'm describing of like hack sword is kind of like, you know, like yeah, you do it, you cost some RAM, but like yeah, if you could dual wield weapons, that would already mix things up in a really good way. That would be a lot of fun. Halo 2 figured it out. Oh my god, we're falling out of world. Let's not ask too much. Pride and Prejudice, there you go. Because yeah, when you see two guns like this, you kind of feel like you're meant to be rocking them like ebony and ivory.
Right.
Right? Like fucking Alucard's two guns, you know? You kind of think you got to have matching weapons, and the idea of having to press triangle to switch between the two when you want to make it feel like the duel, you know? It doesn't feel as good if you have to go ebony, ivory, ebony, ivory, you know? So
no, they dance together.
That's it. And then Gorilla Arms.
Just in case
for the Gorilla Monsoon. All right. Blunt. I like my electric fists, but you know. Access token.
A key to a room on the Ebonique.
What was that again?
The ship where we found Grayson?
Oh, right. Okay. The boat. And Militech Berserk. Yeah.
That's Smasher's room?
Ah.
Damn.
Interesting. Yeah, Berserk was also fun, but slow-mo was definitely more fun between the two. You could just become fucking invincible for a while, but you know, it felt cooler to like after image around, you know. Even if you couldn't see yourself doing it.
Huh.
Delamain, huh?
You can meet? Wait, we did this already. They sent us back in the past.
Yes, this is before the point of no return.
Yeah.
With the rewards.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. And I got my clothes back. Yay! Thank God. All right.
Can you still put on the lesbian clothing, or is it gone?
Burnt it. We went back in time, so we never have to break up with Judy.
Oh, Judy's still there. Let's call her like, hey, girl.
Anything cool in Adam Smasher's room?
Aren't we living in the best of times, huh, Judy?
Enjoy the moment. Where's the dock?
Oh, that's I am not sure.
This looks kind of boaty.
Things near the water? Yeah. That's a good guess.
Ebonique. How would one... Northeast is hills. Okay. Well, I guess never mind then. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Left, right, okay, alright. Here, let's take a look. One of these teleporters is going to take me to the area, so let's just do that real quick.
We're going to check the stash?
Just want to see what's in there, you know. They gave a key, so might as well just... Alright.
Where to? Oh, there you go.
I was like hoping it would be named.
How convenient.
So there's a lot of endings, huh? A lot of different ways it could have played out.
5, 10. 7. Including DLC.
Alright. Well, there's some cool stuff to check out. Let me just see real quick how to get over to this boat. Hey, is that it? I'm going to assume that's it.
I hope that's it. Is it labeled on the side? Yeah, that's probably it.
It is not labeled, but...
But we were there, right?
We were here. Alright, so...
Area hostile.
Would it be this fucking crazy-ass crate? No, that looks more like a Maelstrom bit. What's this? Ah!
Oh boy.
Yeah! Let's go. All this, and then just like one poster for Pod Pod shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a little trace
of
personality.
Carnage. Masamune. Ashura. Grat. That was a big one.
Yue.
Right?
Yukimura. Not legendary. Ah, finally, here we go.
Crafting spec for a smart shotgun. Bashing Chong.
Can't see what he's up to. Can't see what he does for fun. It's not his apartment,
Fortnite
but
all the time.
Might as well be.
Already read.
Neurotech. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Open up, he's like, who's in my room? Secret boss fight.
Cleaning lady.
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping? Housekeeping?
Blowjob? Housekeeping for blowjob? Adam Smasher?
Oh boy.
Rest in peace, Chris Farley. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold it.
Yes, because I'm going to have to switch over the inputs to see some of the other options.
Wow.
So we got some...
alternate paths?
So there's the... Yeah, we got some stuff, for example, what would have happened with So Me. There's a whole branch for going with her that would have changed. As well as... yes, kill that.
Oh, okay.
As well as, of course, the main ending alternate options as well. All right, so this is Atom Smasher 1.0 before they updated the game.
Right out of the oven.
Atom Smasher. I fucking knew it.
Oh, that's his voice from the mail?
That's the guy voice.
You just turn around him and... Is he?
I see. Okay. Now, to be fair, I kind of just did the same thing with a sword. That is goofy, though. And there's the ads. Wow, no ability to deal with
there's so many grenades.
Running in circles.
Why does he have 19 grenades? What?
Oh yeah, why did he have so many grenades? That's true.
Like, that's crazy.
What the fuck? You could just do as many as you wanted? Okay.
Is this pain? Yes. This is pain.
Wow.
Oh, so pathetic.
Grenades.
Johnny, you lost to this?
Grenades used to be an item. I see. Yeah, this was not...
I can't believe Johnny lost to this.
David. Think about how David was moving.
Yeah. Shredded.
Okay. Okay, I see. Wow. Now, again, I kind of just wailed on him without much tactical prowess for like 5 minutes. Get away when the explosions are happening, but for the most part...
Bang, 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 slash, 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 hide, slash, 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 punch, 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 hide.
Gisle Raza. You know?
Oh my god. Yeah, it came a long way.
Came a long way.
Oh, it must have been so disappointing to reach that point of the game in 1.0 and just being like, yeah, this is the beast that we're talking about the whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game. We're just like, oh.
Also, in the original setting, he served as the, like, he's the game over.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean... I knew that the engine limitations weren't going to give me anything near resembling the mid-air insanity that was Edgerunners, so I'm fine with what my expectations are there, but would I have been more fine with something that looked and felt a lot more like the David fight? Yeah.
That would have been cool.
I think that would have been
Now that I think about it, he was the final boss.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole game, you're like, when am I going to fight him? And
he's the final boss.
That was the final boss. And then 1.0 was like this.
Yeah. And they get, like, giving him the Sandevistan blur was cool. But, like, that fight took place all over that plaza. Yeah. From moment, like, you know, they just did. And, like, yeah, this wasn't Phantom Liberty experience. This was original, you know. But still, like, it would have been cool to have a fight that fucking spilled out and went from place to place. And even if it was just cinematic, moments of like stabbing him and then we both fall through some, you know, or like we both just whatever and then transition. Like, even if it's cinematic, the feeling of a cinematic fight that's like all over the place, brawling, getting into it, you know, go back to phase 2. Maybe this time around, he's got some tanks around him and there's other shit going on and you gotta, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like a big old fucking brawl with 3 phases to it. Would have been cool.
That could have been rad.
But that's fine. All right. Anyways, the Phantom Liberty spider did that. The Phantom Liberty Spider,
Get on top.
you did exactly what I'm describing, and yes, the an Atom Smasher fight that played out like that would have 100% been ideal, based on how we saw him fighting in Edge Runners before. All right, so let's take a look over here. Asuna, thankfully, Grass, very, very, very grateful for this. We have a 10-minute cut of some of the alternate ending pathways. Let's see what we got over here.
All right. Now, did Asuna put their own commentary in there?
For sure. I'm waiting for it. I'm assuming some snark is on the way.
Kind of tough deciding which of your friends
Of the
get to
British
die,
variety.
Good news is you
Not
got
in this one?
Oh, no time. Good. No time for British.
He says.
No time for British snark.
Wild suicide run. You, me, and Arasaka Tower. Kind of sounds like a Eurodyne. Honored to join you on a wild suicide run. Your friends get to die, isn't it? Good news is you got this one chum who's already dead. And he'd be honored to join you on a wild suicide run. You, me, and Arasaka Tower. Kinda sounds like a Eurodyne lyric, I know, but trust me, we'll go fucking Nova.
Huh. Well, here he's straight up saying it.
This plan, what would it entail, exactly?
Plan? Well, might be how Rogue operates.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping for.
I say you grab the
Happens
hottest
to all of
iron
us.
you can find, stride in the tower's front door, and cut your own path down to the lower levels. If Makoshi's deep underground like Hanako claims it is, you'll just have to find the elevator.
Okay. So you give it the 5 minutes and then he straight up says, yeah, it's a suicide run. Your friends are going to die.
Not drag anyone down with me.
Yeah.
Huh. You just discovered what
Yeah.
it takes to become a legend. Grab your iron. Let's mobilize.
Yeah. I wish 5-minute wait wasn't the requirement for that. Oh, God damn it.
Are not allowed on the premises. We wish you a pleasant day.
Guns a-blazing. So you just walk in the front door. Yeah. You said you wanted Sonic? You want your shadow? There you go. You got your shadow.
I thought there would be no nonsense, but...
Is that what you're looking for? Are you satisfied? Whoa. Did you get everything?
Careful. This is their house. Got a game plan all polished and rehearsed.
This is different.
Just run through the front door. At this point, you're not allowed to save. Dying instantly cuts to the credits.
Wow.
The endurance run. Okay. Yeah, if you want your BioShock 1, you can get your BioShock 1. Or if you want your BioShock 2, you can get your BioShock 2.
Needs an access token.
I hate this so much. Why'd you have to say it? This is the worst.
Just gun for some chops. Status. He'll have our access token. Taking heavy losses. Heads up.
Would you say that the run through is comparable to Max Tac or harder? Or easier? Easier than taking on Max Tac. Okay, so yeah, we could have done this.
Woo! That looks cool.
So these are all the weapons and hacking that we didn't do.
So far, so good.
Asuna gets the flex.
Starting to think this plan wasn't batshit crazy after all.
Well, at least the shades are in the right place.
Run operations control. Sounds like a good place to run a mega facility from.
We plug in your output there. See how she settles in.
You have some
Expect a very warm welcome down below.
good cyber mods, some good mods that can heal you though. You can do aggressive healing-based stuff too. So
counter healing or whatever.
Mhm.
Just focus.
Healing on different types of kills. Healing. Oh, there's a cigarette floating.
Got no love for foreplay. Brace yourself.
Smooth.
Это просто уличная блядь.
Oh, hiring everyone.
We're hiring everybody. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Running through, cutting them up, and sandying.
Hey, over here.
And then you just work your way down.
Sure looks like the tower's mainframe to me.
Guess we just see what happens when we jack alt in.
All right. Not exactly seeing any slots.
Mainframe's under the floor.
Oh wait, those are modded lines. The Russians are.
Nah, like a
Oh.
goddamn adventure.
Okay, never
game.
mind.
Term, think you can use it?
I'll find out.
Damn.
You can mod the voice actor.
You can mod anything in a PC game, right?
That's the slot. Let's make alt at home.
Sure hope your X output performs as advertised.
Look on my works, ye mighty, in despair.
System overrunner. I am in control. Certain personnel neutralized. The path to Mikoshi lies open.
Come on, let's go.
There you go.
Arasaka netrunners have stormed the tower's systems. Stopping their advance is my priority. Continue on your way alone. I've cleared a path, but you must hurry. An elite security unit is following you.
Alt! You here?
What's with the door? Don't strain yourself now.
The smasher door.
Yeah, awkwardly looking at nobody. You're right, exactly. And then you just do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Achilles heel. Really? Ah. He's talking shit about her specifically. And then yeah, you get your revenge for the edge runners on the music too.
Interesting choice.
Mm-hmm. He's the thing with Rogue is like is it on the basis of the first mission or based on what the dude was the shit the dude was talking in the on the ship when he's like I remember you and stuff because like they were on that mission so he would remember her but
Johnny Silverhand sends his regards.
Tabletop lore. Oh.
He's got a point, V. Shut up and finish him. Be done with it.
Rogan and Adam Smasher have tabletop beef.
Snot-nosed brats, you
Gotcha.
two. I'm here for me, for my life.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes it a little more appropriate that she comes with you on that mission.
Find the access point in the center of the room.
Because like the whole thing about me being like, oh, I don't want her to come with. Oh yeah, this room looks a lot better in the later version.
Come on, not much further to go.
If there's a poetic conclusion for the two of them that is based on older lore that they're connected, then that feels a bit more appropriate as opposed to just, hey Granny, come die with me, is how it felt, me, you know, not knowing that connection. So, yeah. I support that a little bit more, I think. Depending on what that connection is, of course.
Don't know how, but it worked.
See on the other side.
Can't hold on much longer.
I wonder what the
How's things?
deal is
Everything
with
in
them.
order? You tell me. Afterlife, all that goes on here, it's your mess now.
Oh, they give it to you anyway.
Has to say.
I would be too.
This is indeed the
But
afterlife.
before you go off, let's you and me swap a few thoughts.
Get you something?
Oh, she just gives it to you. Ah.
My usual.
Sure thing.
Oh, no, you don't. Unusual situation? You just can't have the usual. Off into the wild blue today, and you're well aware of the stakes.
Sure. Keep reminding me.
Before any big op, and you know this, I'd oil the cogs with a little glass of tequila. Johnny's preferred.
We all got our rituals, charms, lucky underwear.
Not talking about luck. Talking about remembering. Remembering Johnny. Which is how I knew what this was all for. What I was doing in this mess.
Rogue.
So you're gonna honor afterlife tradition. Claire's gonna mix you a house drink. You just name it.
Makes me up a Wells. Gonna drink to Jackie.
Sure.
You miss him?
This place, it was Jackie's dream. He wanted to work with fixers like you. Legends. Wanted everybody at the afterlife to know our names. Major Leagues, V. That's the place to be, the Major Leagues.
Well, drink. It'll do you good. Drink. It'll break a leg, V. This heist, if anybody can pull it off, that person's you.
Thanks, Rogue.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Oh.
What's a Reggie?
Oh. Shit, I have to think about it, huh? Oh. That's not fair. I need time.
All right.
Die with prosperity. Maybe. Okay.
You're going to make a Woolie?
I'm going to say tequila.
Top shelf or garbage?
Middle range.
Middle range. Okay.
Something citrusy.
Okay.
Like maybe a lemonade.
Lemonade. Okay. Lemon juice. Mm-hmm.
And a bit of tonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2.
That's good.
Rock?
Yeah. Yes, you need ice.
Rocks. Okay. All right. Woolie is ginger syrup.
Okay.
Honey. Smoked whiskey. And shake that shit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's touch with the honey.
Yeah. I think and egg white.
Oh, for the foam.
Egg white for the foam. White for the foam. You gotta do the egg whites.
Yeah, no, I'm just give me some street stuff.
If you know,
Lemonade,
you know.
Tequila is good.
If you know, you know.
Easy in the streets.
Egg whites in a cocktail sounds horrendous until you realize it just makes everything better. If you ever had like a kind of bubbly kind of consistency with a nice kind of head on it cocktail, it's because they threw egg white on that shit. But yeah, I'm basically just describing a penicillin.
I see.